Hey Rick, how you doing?
Good. Good to be here.
Well, we're with
Thanks for
GPC.
coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having us
Yeah,
and talking to us.
absolutely.
We're here with GPC. Rick, of course, CEO of Go Professional Cases, and we're going to start off talking about the brand new 3DR robotics solo case. We see that you have two of them here, one hard and one backpack.
Exactly.
Want to tell us a little bit about what's going on?
Sure. Kind of what the background is I go back about 4 years with 3D robotics. So before all this craze really started, I was already working with them on some cases. So our relationship with them is pretty tight. And so as the solo came along, Colin right away got a hold of me and said, well, we need to be involved. And so we started working on the backpack with them. So they're going to be selling the backpack. It's their product, but we're branded with it and our logo is going to be in the case. So the thing is, we've got that union with them, and we're going to be moving the product. They're going to be selling it. It's not going to be part of our line, but we're very excited about being involved with it and being in partnership with these guys, and it's going on from there. And then from there, it's going to go into the hard cases, which is really what our forte is. And so then we've got this hard case, which right now is the first article. It's a prototype, but we'll make probably a couple minor changes, and we're going to be rolling off the line with these by the time the 3DR is really out there and people really start getting them in their hands.
Ready to go.
So this is going to be a phenomenal product. But what's kind of fun with this one, unlike so much of the other stuff that we've got, is that the radio is underneath. And so we're keeping the case really super compact by stacking the product up in the case, and it all lays right in there, and it's going to be a sweet case. It's going to be nice and compact. It's going to be the size of it is the size of our original Phantom, so it's a carry-on.
Excellent.
So that's going to make it really nice for such a hot little ticket that the S Solo is.
It looks like we have, six batteries?
6 batteries that are in it, GoPro, and then we've just got accessory spaces, SD cards and batteries. So, this is probably going to move around a little bit, but we wanted to have something here at the show. So there may be some variations, but for the most part, this is what it's going to be. So. And
do you have an idea of what retail price is going to be for
It's
these?
probably going to be right around the 209 area, same as our Phantom. I don't see it being much different. If it changed, probably go up maybe $5, $6, something like that, but nothing extreme.
And as you stated, it's a big selling point is that we can carry it on.
Absolutely.
Go from there.
Totally.
And then the 3D bag is super cool for hiking and going to just
exactly.
Really
That's
cool
a hot
places.
ticket all the way around. I mean, we've had the backpacks for the Phantoms here for well over a year, and that's just been a huge seller on that side. So, Colin, as much as he's out and about and his gang, they just said we got to go backpack right away. They realized it, right out of the chute, and we started with the case for him to be hauling around the original cases, but the focus really was to get into a backpack right away and make it just a real portable piece that was just really nice, and throw it on, keep it compact, and run with it.
Be ready to go.
Yep.
So we have here the Phantom 3 that's just been released by DJI. And as Rick was just telling us, we can really what's changed is the controller. Since Phantom, they changed this controller with the light bridge integrated into it.
But yet we haven't lost the versatility with it. It'll still fit the original Phantom 2, it'll fit the Phantom 3 now obviously, and then something like a Futaba radio. So we've really tried to cover their bases because we know people are going to grow and move with what there is. And what we've done with this also is with the customization is this bottom pad in here comes out. So right now it's deep enough, but people also, add floats to their copters or just wider landing gear or some other cushion down here. So we've added these little pieces in here, much less taking out this bottom panel. So there's growth overall for the copter and changes that they want. So we've done that kind of a thing in here just to really expand this and just keep it as versatile as we possibly can.
And that's great thinking on your part because, we're with the club and we have a lot of people that come out and we constantly see people cutting out the foam. And
they're hacking around with it.
Hacking it, so making it very easy to take things out and do it.
Move it around.
Awesome.
So,
and this looks like this can close with our props inside of it.
Exactly.
So
we've got our prop chocks here, and the prop chocks just prevent it from bumping in and catching the tip of your blade in the valance of the case. And we did that right away. That was kind of one of our signature things in the very first Phantom case.
And there's nothing worse than popping your Phantom out and noticing that you have unbalanced props or
bent props. Yep,
and
exactly.
having jello in your shot.
Yep. So then the next thing that we've got that you saw, Chris, in Vegas was our Phantom and Inspire combo. And this is the Inspire in the landing mode. And then we've got the two tablets, another monitor for a regular Phantom, and you could probably pop another tablet in here. And so then the Phantom 3 also fits in here. Radio goes in here, and then we've got two more radios down below. We can grab the radio from up on top here. And so then this radio fits right down here. And then the Inspire, or the Phantom as we mentioned. And then in the bottom of the case, we also have the radio fits down here. Much less you can put the original Phantom radio down there or another Inspire down there. So we've got it all covered. Not Inspire, I meant the new Phantom 3 radio in there. So we're covered on all the bases. And there's also the Inspire props are down here in the case. So we've just really packed a lot into this case just for the people, because everybody's got a Phantom. And they're not going to get rid of it, most of them, because it's a good backup to having their Inspire out there.
And I'm one of those people. People ask me, well, why do you have so many copters? Why do you have so much stuff? And I'm like, well, the problem is, I spent $1,000, $1,200 on my Phantom. Why should I sell it for $500? I might as well just keep it.
As a backup, and just have fun with it.
Have fun with it, do
exactly.
different things. And this case right here, I'm super stoked about because it really has everything that we needed, including our tablets.
Yep.
You know, so just pack it.
Just a lot of storage room here too. Because we've got it big enough so you can put the case in there if you want it. But if you really want to travel with it, which most people do, because that's why they're doing it, that what we've got in here is a piece of convoluted foam, so that when the copter goes down there, you don't want to travel with just bouncing all over the place. So when it drops in there, it just nests it and just holds the camera and prevents it from bouncing all over the place. And so we've just really stabilized it, take the pressure off of these grommets, and just stabilize it so you can travel with it. It's a nice soft piece of foam.
And that was a big controversy when you guys came out with the case that has the landing gear with the gimbal, because everyone was saying, oh no, you're going to break the gimbal, it can't shake around and things like that. So you guys really thought that out.
Covered it on that side.
Covered it there.
Exactly. And then we've got 5 batteries in here and storage for the Phantom props and just miscellaneous space. So we've just tried to pack as much into this case in the space that we've got here. And people are really excited about this.
Yeah, I'm super excited about that. And not only your Inspire batteries, but your Phantom batteries.
Yeah, we got 4 Phantom batteries in here too, and the charger, and for the Phantom, and then charger can go up here for the Inspire if need be also, or in here. You know, there's lots of options from that standpoint.
Now, a lot of people ask me personally, they're like, well, why do you even need to buy a case like this? Because the Inspire comes with the case. And when we got our Inspire, that was the first thing I noticed. I need to get a real case. This is real flimsy. It's kind of like what you would buy going down to a cheaper swap meet or something to buy a carry-on luggage, and it's not going to protect.
It's not working.
Anything.
All the DJI guys are traveling with my cases. They got a lot of them, and so it's one of those things. I mean, this was an inspiration from Randy Braun from DJI doing this combination, because he travels with both all the time. And so we developed this case with his thoughts in mind. But Eric travels with a ton of our cases. With Good Morning America, he was at the volcanoes with our cases, and these guys are all over with them. We just shipped them a whole bunch more cases, so they're all over us, and they realize what we got for quality.
And you
so
guys
they're
are
great
all
partners. Absolutely.
And for $495, really a smoking price. I mean,
yep.
you consider having to buy a case for Inspire, a case for a Phantom.
You just save $200.
Right. So that's really awesome.
Yep, absolutely.
And then.
And then we start talking about what batteries we'll get into with the traveling here. We've got a variety of battery cases, because you can't travel with your batteries on the plane down in the luggage. So we made up these cases so that you've got a good way to carry them on. You're not in the backpack. You're not all banging around. You're not just throwing them in a satchel. They can at least keep them organized and throw a charger in here. So we did this combo, and for those of you that travel with both, we've got a combination case with 6 batteries again, and 6 of each And then for the people that are just really out there with their Phantoms, we just got one where there's a ton of Phantom batteries in there, depending on what they're flying with. And there's plenty of guys out there with 2 Phantoms, going out as a team to get double shots and what's going on. And so this number of batteries, having 12 batteries in here is an asset for those guys.
And I'm one of those guys. I have a Phantom 2 and a Phantom 2 Vision Plus,
Yep.
and I like both of them because they're both different. I get a GoPro shot and I get a Adobe RAW shot on it.
Yep.
Plus with my Phantom 2, I like it because I can bind it directly to my Futaba controller,
Okay.
and we take it long range. So we get to go 2.5 miles out there. So
Very nice.
That's what a lot of guys do, is both of them.
So these are coming on the market here. We don't have them on the website yet, but they'll be on in the next week or so here. So we're just excited as all get out with bringing this onto the market.
Absolutely.
And then after that, we were talking about the racers.
Mini racers, and the club has gotten into that big time. We just set up a huge FPV track, and we just set up just hooked up with multi-GP. And why don't you come over here and look at...
So we're getting into the racers. We've been working with Get FPV for, since they brought their 250 out. And they've got extenders on these now, so we've moved forward with changing out the cases to work with their extenders. We're working on backpacks with those guys right now. And I see that's going to be a nice direction to go, is to have backpack for the racers, because they're so compact. So you're going to see those rolling out in the next several months. I would hope by fall that we've got a good handful of backpacks. But right now in the works, we've got 6 racers going. We've got the Storm, we've got the Blackout, we've got the Get FPV. I can't think of the other ones that we've got, but we've got Jordan, that's now my right-hand man, that's come on board. He's heading off and working in these racers. So you'll probably see a dozen racer cases from Seasley by mid-late summer, because this is just a wild market. It's really fun.
It is. It is taking off crazy. I mean, we just have so much fun with them. Put on our FPV goggles, do 60, 70 miles an hour, and flips and turns.
Sure,
It's super fun.
X-Hover is one of them that we're working with. I don't know if you know those guys.
Yes, absolutely.
But we've got a 2-layer case with them where the copter's on top and they pull us out and the radio's underneath and the goggles underneath. So it's the same size case as this, which is the same as the battery cases. And these signs are in the wrong place. Edit. We've got we've got that combo, and that's what's coming along. And Daniel got us into that side of it with the X-Hover on the top and the radio underneath,
on the bottom.
and that's a sweet combo.
It is,
and we're going to have a lot of that kind of stuff going.
That's kind of something that's kind of kept me away from buying one of these cases. Me personally, was that, well, I need a case, but I still got to carry my controller. I still got to carry my goggles. So I know that someone's going to come out and put a double decker in there.
We got it.
So that we can.
We got it.
That's awesome.
So we'll all be talking a lot about these things over time. And I'm really hoping to get into sponsoring a lot of these markets and at the courses. I think it's going to be a hot ticket. I'm really excited about it.
It is going to be a hot ticket, and the racing leagues are just blowing up right now. We look on social media. We're big on social media, and they're just everywhere. I mean, I think we've had like 25 of them just pop up in the last few months.
That's great. That's great.
There's a lot of them coming out, and as time goes on, some are going to fall off, some are going to go big. But they're talking about having racing leagues that are basically like like NASCAR and things like that, and we're going to come around.
I don't doubt it.
Good thing with being in Las Vegas is we're going to be a hub, and there's going to be a lot of racing going on here.
This is a hot spot for all that kind of stuff. So, all right, Chris.
Well, Rick, I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep.